Alright, hello. Coming to you with another Dragon Age Inquisition guide. And we are looking at the Arcane Warrior here. And Arcane Warrior, in my opinion, is the most overpowered class in the game. And that's all I have to say about that. So let's look at the abilities. Our bread and butter ability is Spirit Blade. It deals 300% weapon damage, spirit damage and extra damage on barriers and guards. It also costs 10 mana per attack while it is active. So you can hold the Spirit Blade. You can hold Spirit Blade and it will keep using Spirit Blade, or you can tap it. Your preference. Now the other ability that will make Spirit Blade as powerful as I make it sound is Fade Shield. You draw back the energy released by your enemies in your attacks against them. Any successful attack that strengthens your barrier. So the more damage you do, the more powerful your barrier grows. So 30% of all damage you deal, magic damage, increases your barrier. So every time you use a Spirit Blade, 30% of the Spirit Blade damage will add to your barrier. So basically you will have a barrier up all the time when you're killing enemies. And that's for that tree. So that's basically all for this tree. You only need these two abilities to be effective. Now as for the second tree, you basically rush all the way down here and pick this ability. This is the second ability you want, Pull of the Abyss. And what this does, it will pull enemies to a central point. So this is a 6-meter area effect. You target it into the ground and it will pull enemies to the center of the area effect. Now why I want this is because the Spirit Blade on single target will not generate enough barrier for you to survive a bunch of enemies, but with the Pull of the Abyss, when it pulls enemies to its central point, your Spirit Blade will hit all of the enemies that are in the center, and you will gain shitload of barriers from that. And plus, with the Shaken Veil upgrade, it will reduce the cooldown on Pull of the Abyss, allowing you to spam it more often, and it will also weaken your targets for 10 seconds. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The weaken is very powerful and it will make you capable of surviving even more damage. Now the third very important ability is Fade Cloak. Now what Fade Cloak does, it makes you invulnerable for 2 seconds. And with the upgrade, this upgrade is pretty much must as well. When the invulnerability ends, if you are standing inside, well, near enemies or next to an enemy or inside an enemy, when the invulnerable ends, you deal 1000% weapon damage in spirit damage. So the tactic here is that when you wanna pull up back, you use Pull of the Abyss, run in, use Fade Cloak, you stand in a center point of the Pull of the Abyss, since pretty much every enemy will be pulled towards it, and when the Fade Cloak ends, you will deal 1000% weapon damage on every single enemy in the center of the Pull of the Abyss, and then you can pretty much finish them all off with the Spirit Blade. Now I also use Chain Lightning with its upgrade to take care of range mobs like raids and other archers quickly. So those are the bread and butter abilities. I actually have 2 points to spend. So let's see what could be good abilities to spend them on. Static Charge would be good, because whenever you are attacked while you are channeling Spirit Blade, you deal 100% weapon damage to enemies that attack you. So that's pretty awesome. But there are also things like these, that you will do 15% extra damage on weakened targets, and it synergizes well with Shaken Whale. So that's good. And there's also an passive that allows you to take reduced damage from weakened targets. So very good synergy with these two abilities and the Shaken Whale ability. You don't need Fade Step because you have Fade Cloak. You can use Fade Cloak as an avoidance mechanism if you need to dodge attacks like, say, Demon Commander's jump ability. The jump ability is an ability when the Demon Commander goes underground and then materializes under you. So you can dodge that attack with the Fade Cloak. Now you could also go for things such as Force of Will, which increases your armor by 20%, giving you more survivability, because the Spirit Blade is melee attack. It's basically a melee attack. So you will have to be in melee pretty much all the time. And then there's Combat Clarity. If you have mana issues, this would be pretty awesome, but since you cannot regenerate mana while you're casting spells, I personally don't use it because mana regeneration, in my opinion, is good enough already. And since I am casting Spirit Blade, I'm not regenerating mana. So I see no point in picking this, but of course it's not a bad spell, and it gives 3 constitution, which increases your HP a bit, I guess. There's also Guardian Spirit. If you are somehow attacked by a gajillion ranged mobs and you cannot close on them fast enough, Guardian Spirit might save your life. Then there's Spell Sword. Every time you use a Spirit Blade, you gain 10% armor bonus. That's pretty awesome. But I think I will be going for this ability. Every time I use a basic attack, reduces my cooldowns. Not really useful, especially since Spirit Blade is not a basic attack. So, and Spirit Blade is basically your main damage ability. But I have to pick this in order to access this. This ability will make you immune to flanking. And what that means, that enemies who attack your behind are basically flanking you, and they will gain increased damage. But when I am immune to flanking, they will deal as much damage from the back as they would from the front to me. So I could say that at next level I will definitely be going for this Strength of Spirits. This increases my barrier bonus by 50%, which it means that it will make my barrier 50% more durable. So that's even more survivability right there. And that's it for that tree. I wouldn't take anything else from here. Phasing would be good, I guess, but the proc chance is 5%, so I don't really think if it's really worth it. But the Strength of Spirits, I would prefer you go after this, especially if you fancy Perilous difficulty, the hardest difficulty in the game. This would be a good choice. Yeah, but abilities like Spell Sword, Combat Clarity, Guardian Spirit, Force of Will, Smothering Whale, Twisting Whale, all this is, and of course Static Charge, Stormbringer, all these are optional. Don't bother with Stone Fist and Veil Strike because you won't really be using them. But everything else is pretty much optional. Yeah, just forget the active abilities. As long as you have these 3 abilities, you are pretty much good to go. So that's that for the abilities. Now let's check out weapons. I use Staff of the Void. Now why I use Staff of the Void is because it has a 10% chance to grant 2 seconds of Walking Fortress. And Walking Fortress makes me immune to all damage for 2 seconds. So I use that. As for accessories, I use the cooldown reduction amulet, that's good. And I also use 2 heal on kill amulets. So in case if my barrier somehow gets depleted, I lose some of my HP, I can easily gain it back with these 2 rings. So very recommended. So that's that for the Arcane Warrior. Let's find us a game.
Word of troublesome activity in Ferelden.
Alright, found myself a game. And let's show what the Arcane Warrior is all about.
They should be entering the Elven Ruin right about now.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Activity, but our agents are highly experienced with such things.
So yeah, let's rush toward the first pack and show how the Arcane Warrior actually works. I'm just gonna kill this with ranged. The sounds are bugging again for some reason. Don't know why. Alright, so I'm gonna drop this here. Then I'm gonna press the Fade Cloak and then just spam Spirit Blade, because Spirit Blade will, well, basically any attack I do will increase my shields or barriers, and that'll make me basically immortal for the duration of the barrier. I am using the Pull of the Abyss because it will weaken enemies and it will also pull them towards the center of the Pull of the Abyss. Which means that when I use it like this, I can run in with Fade Cloak. The Fade Cloak will proc. I will pretty much get maximum shields from that. And then I'll just keep on spamming Spirit Blade. So, yeah. Arcane Warrior, in my opinion, is perhaps the strongest solo class in the game, that you can pretty much solo anything with this guy if you do it properly. You can even solo the Demon Commander without any trouble. I'm gonna go over here, open this barrier.
An urgent missive of utmost importance to Ambassador Montilier.
My assassin friend is in trouble, but not in too much trouble. As you can see, my Wall of Fortress is proccing all the time because of the staff, and what Wall of Fortress does, it will make me immune to damage.
Look.
So that'll definitely help me when I am killing all these demons like this.
Oh, Major, they're attacking me.
Thank you.
Assassin friend is in trouble.
Done before it is done.
I once dreamed of seeing places like this.
I don't dream.
Yeah, we got our third player now, that's good. Might speed things up a bit. And of course more players is of course more experience. So we'll drop this here, run in with the Fade Cloak and just kill all the enemies with the Spirit Blade. Oh my god. Did I mention that I hate you guys? Oh my god. There we go.
Well, I survived, despite your incompetence. Now run along, do whatever it is you menials do. I'm late to the lady.
Having their life on healer ring helps a lot here.
I once dreamed
You can get some of your HP back if you somehow manage to lose it.
I don't see.
So another. Well, now I got rid of you quite fast. Can use the chain lightning to take care of those two. Another chain lightning. Nice, things are going quite smooth. There's a door over here. I'm gonna signal my allies. Nice, we got our door opened. And we actually got a warrior here as well to our group. It's a trap. Don't care. We wanna wait for him to attack somebody. Unfortunately, it attacked me, but it doesn't really matter because of the barrier. I could also recommend. Well, I didn't do that, but you can, even though Pull of the Abyss does not pull the Revenant, or I'm not sure if it does, but anyway, Pull of the Abyss will weaken it, so that the Revenant will actually hit a lot less. So you might be able to save a couple of your allies that way. And now I'm gonna save this guy. Run in with Fade Cloak. Boom, they're all dead. Gonna kill this guy next, the most annoying NPC first, or enemy. Let's get the doors open. This should be, well, this is the last zone before the boss, so we should be done shortly. Let's just rush this through, get a faster video out this time. I don't like these tutorial videos to be 20 minutes long. Let's get the door open. Nice.
I am your king.
I like players who are efficient, that they wanna get through this as fast as I want, because yeah, who really wants to stick around in this? Well, who really wants to do these missions for hours? These are quite boring, especially after a while of playing this game. I'm gonna kill you. Boom, you're dead. I'm also gonna recover the scrolls, Because you will get extra cash. And I care about cash more than experience. Because I could always use more weapons. Especially epic two-handers. Or unique two-handers. Right now I don't have a single unique two-hander. Could use one of those. Experience is also nice, but you know, it's not that important for me. Yeah, as you can see, the Arcane Warrior can pretty much survive everything with the Pull of the Abyss, Fade Cloak combo. Then of course the Spirit Blade hitting every target in the screen. It will keep your barrier at full pretty much all the time. So yeah, like I've said before, Arcane Warrior is, in my opinion, the most powerful, if not overpowered class in the entire game. Obviously I'm gonna wait for the enemies to come to this room, it'll be easier for me. And when the Demon Commander shows itself, I will be attacking it. I will be killing it solo, and hopefully the Demon Commander will target me so my other allies can do what they please. Because I can take care of the Demon Commander. Because of the Fade Cloak, I can dodge the jump attack it does. Alright, it's coming. Nice. So I'm gonna put this here, Fade Cloak, and yeah, I lost a bit of HP there, but that's okay. The boss is on me, I believe, so I'm gonna wait for him to jump. Yep. Fade Cloak, dodge, and fight. You can Fade Cloak the Fear as well. Now I can, because I do have the cooldown reduction amulet, I can afford spamming Fade Cloak whenever it is of cooldown. Unfortunately, if you do not have the amulet, you might wanna save your Fade Cloak for those jumps. It's jumping again. Where the hell is it? Gonna kill that guy. Gonna kill these ranged mobs. I don't want them fucking us up. This here. Oh no, now I'm being attacked, but luckily I had a barrier on. So the boss is dead. It didn't go the way I planned because the boss did not stay on me. But come on, stop blocking me. Let me go over there. Let me take care of these enemies. Nice. More enemies, please. Boom. And that's that. Very easy. Arcane Warrior will make anything easy
Inquisition, and there are many.
for you, so I suggest picking him up. He is quite expensive though, especially if you're beginning the game and you don't have pretty much any class. You only have 3 classes: Keeper, Archer and Legionnaire. And you wanna get Arcane Warrior, well, you're in for a grind because the Arcane Warrior requires a lot of materials that you probably don't have. So what I would suggest is that you play some class like Keeper or Archer until you have enough materials, and then go for the Arcane Warrior. And don't waste your materials on crafting upgrades if you plan to save them on a character. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the Arcane Warrior. See you next time.